All right. We are just gonna get started. The music ended, and there was 2 seconds left, so we're just gonna go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Funnel Factor. Today's Friday, which means we are on the last day of Dana Malstaff week. It has been so much fun, and I cannot wait for this one as well. We every day, if you are new to Funnel Factor, every day we go through someone's landing page or funnel page, sales page, right? The first page of their funnel, and we are looking to see what they are doing to get more leads and sales in their business, because a lot of the times people think like, oh, I just need more traffic, or oh, I need better traffic, and a lot of the times it's just their page needs some help. So that's what we're here to learn about, what the experts are doing. So real quick, do me a favor while I get the timer started. We're gonna do 10 minutes today. Put hashtag live in the comments so I know that you're here watching with me, and so more people can also get this video to pop up in their feed if they want to come and join and watch and learn. And hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. So this is the page that we've been breaking down all week. Today we are doing the fifth factor of my trust test, which is text. Now we are going to not focus on the words today, but we're going to focus on how the words are formatted and presented in a consumable way. Okay, so go ahead and put hashtag text down in the comments. And as we're going through this, I want you to follow along. I want you to notice what things stick out to you the most. As I'm scrolling through the page, if you want to type in the comments, like just like the start of the line or the phrase that you're seeing that's popping out to you, let's do that so that we can see like what's popping out to other people, because I may be noticing things that you're not noticing, and you may be noticing things that I'm not noticing, and so let's learn from each other as well. Okay, we have the timer going. We've got about 9 more minutes. Hey, Rachel. Rachel's here. Rachel's awesome. If you don't know her, go connect with Rachel. Okay, so we're going to skip through this part of the page, and I want to come down to where, because everyone knows the headline's supposed to stick out, right? But let's come down to where the actual content begins. What a lot of people do is just put their content on and then put in some, maybe even a checklist or something, but then they kind of leave it. This section of the page here is even a little bit more plain than what I normally do, but because it is following this really big video, really big headline, we're going into like pattern interrupt, right? Like we're going into like, okay, here's the content. But notice how we still pull out key phrases. We've got get ready to simplify the entire process of how you position yourself, simple funnel, create buzz, repeatable and authentic nurturing experience, fall in love and buy from you, build your offerings. So like even if you are just reading through the page and only reading the things that are bold, you're going to get the idea of what is being talked about. I'm going to scroll down a little bit more, because here's where we do a little bit more of that. We make it a little bit more obvious of the phrases that we are wanting to do, right? Monica's here. Hey, Monica. Woo woo. Okay, so do you ever feel like this is grabbing their attention? Like, do you ever feel like we're getting into some emotion, right? We know what this is going to be about. And let's be honest, I know how you feel. Like, yes, there's messaging in between these statements, but you can tell just from reading those statements here that this is an emotional part of the page. Skipping down, I know you, I see you, I was you, you're smart and capable. And even if we skip this, let's pretend that this is not bolded, because it kind of just is blending in. You have gotten a client or two here and there, and that's like the problem, right? But you're not consistent. We've got consistently in here. So by pulling out phrases, like we could have just put all of this in like this statement, maybe we have this here because it's the beginning of a new little section, a little paragraph. But if these statements blended in, would it be grabbing your attention as much? Would it be connecting with you as much? This part down here, if I just have this up here with the rest of the words, like if it just read, or maybe you're a little all over the place, full of ideas, but lack the focus and the know-how to really get things off the ground in your business. I know how you feel. I know you. I see you. I was you. Like if these just blended in with the rest of this, would it be as powerful? Instead, our mind is reading it like really get things off the ground in your business. I know how you feel. I know you. I see you, I was you. Like, it's more powerful. It's more, you can feel more emotion in it because we changed the way it looks. All we did was change the way that it looks so it lands with people differently. Monica, you're awesome. Okay, so then moving on, what we are going to skip down to now is, well, this part. This part is another section where we did this really well. That's what I want for you, and that's why we built that, and then we introduced the program, right? You want to build that know, like, and trust factor that leads to sales. How about know, like, and love, right? Just by changing up the way that the font is looking, the colors, like we're using her branding, but we're changing up the colors, we're making it visually interesting. So you want to keep reading this page. I had someone come to me the other day with a funnel where whoever built this funnel really needs to have someone teach them how to build funnels, because it was literally just like her Google Doc of copy, and paste it over, with every line had like double spacing and pictures every, I don't know, like 20 lines or so of text. So it was horrible, and no one would ever land on that page and read that page. What you want to do is break up your text with pictures, with visual elements, breaking up sections with backgrounds. So that's what she's doing here, right? We break it up with a logo, like just the logo itself. It's bigger, it's in your face, it's making it more consumable to read this part of the text and this part of the text because we're interrupting it with the logo. This part here, we've got this box around it. So when we are trying to highlight a specific thing, or we're moving into another idea, it's okay to put a box around it to really like emphasize, right? You're emphasizing this is something you need to pay attention to. That's what we're doing here with this box. And then we use this. Now this is just an image, and we were talking about this the other day, but here is another way where you can use the words, you can format the words on your page in a different way. We chose to just make the whole thing an image just because it was easier to do it that way. But we could just list out like, here's the steps to your experience, feeling stuck, movement, momentum, velocity, like stacking them right underneath each other, like in a bullet list, which is what a lot of people would go to do. But instead we chose to do it like a horizontal flow. And again, we're just interrupting that pattern. We're just making it visually interesting so people will stop their scrolling and pay attention to it. Another really cool trick is switching up the fonts themselves. So do this sparingly, I would say, but if you have a really cool scripty font that's part of your brand, choose to use it on a couple of headlines, subheadlines on your page, or like what we did here, we just pulled out one word of this little subheadline. We pulled out one word and we made it her little scripty font. And I think that it looks really great and makes it look more interesting. Like, oh, what's this all about? Like, it's different. What is that all about? And again, we did that here too. Plus these bonuses. We put that scripty font in on the bonuses. Let's see if there's anything else. I think I wanted to highlight, did we talk about the testimonials yesterday? I think we talked more about these down here. Just another way to format testimonials, make them a little more interesting if you're just using text. I would, now if I were to come back to this page, I would pull out a couple of powerful statements from the testimonials and maybe make them their own little line, make them bigger, much like we do up here with this stuff, right? We pull out a phrase and we make it bigger, we make it stand out on its own. So that's something you can do with your testimonials as well. But basically what you want to do is read through your page. If it's feeling like a run-on sentence when you're reading through your stuff because it's like visually all looking the same, take a moment, go pull out key phrases, change up the sizing of the text, change the color if you have a color that will highlight it. Choose phrases that are going to be bold, that if someone were to just skim through your page and read only the subheadlines and only the phrases that are bold, that they can get the idea of what you're trying to say. Now, it's not to say that they're never going to read any of the rest of the stuff, right? The idea is to get them to stop, like, oh, it's time for results. Okay, cool. Now I'm interested in this section, and this this line grabbed my attention, so now I'm going to stop and I'm going to read all of it, right? That's the idea. We want them to stop and read all of it, but we have to have phrases that are resonating with that person that's going to make them want to read all of it, okay? All right, we have less than a minute left. This has been such a fun week for me, breaking down this design from Dana Malstaff that I was fortunate enough to be able to help her with, which was awesome, an awesome experience. And if you guys want to, let me switch over. If you guys want to go binge watch all the episodes of the Funnel Factor, go to funnelfactorshow.com. I'll put a link down in the comments right now, and you can go get your free Funnel Factor Vault access. And Russell Brunson Week's in there, Allie Bierk Week is in there, and Dana Malstaff Week will be in there this weekend. We'll get it up in there. And it's a free account, and I'm also going to be putting other cool stuff in there as well, and unpublished exclusive interviews with other entrepreneurs, and who knows what else I come up with that I will end up putting in there. So, guys, happy Friday. Have a great weekend, and next week we'll be back with same time, same place, but with a brand new landing page that we are going to break down and learn from the next person. All right, guys, take care. See you.